where we always start, and our first priority is our employees, because if we believe our employees can have the level of information and the engagement level to act like owners, that really puts us in the best position. So if our employees are highly engaged and have the ability to influence our customers, and then keep our customers happy, keep coming back. Last year they took care of 120 million customers, and those customers in turn, and the business they give us, will take care of our shareholders.
It's really important that people feel that you understand them in a very clear and deep sense. They have to believe that you are an advocate for them. So in other words, and the way we define advocate at USAA is to have their best interests at heart. And if people don't believe that, and if they don't have that perception, then it's very, very difficult to change consumer or stakeholder engagement in any way.
We have to build lasting relationships, and those relationships are built on trust in the company that we're going to be a safe and responsible operator. They're built on the fact that people value what we provide, in our case, affordable energy. And so you have to build those relationships, and it goes back to your point, directly. You can't build them from the corporate center. And I would say that even in a world where we talk a lot about virtual engagement and digital engagement, those are ways to amplify what you do and to reach broader audiences, but they are not a substitute for direct engagement.
What we're kind of preaching in terms of stakeholder engagement is what you need to do is go to the people you don't know, or better yet, go to the people that you last had a controversy with and engage them and listen to them, really listen to them to better understand the challenges that you're dealing with.
We actually built an advocacy program around military spouses, and we sought to really understand the challenges that they faced and to help them connect with each other, to build platforms on which they could connect their families, and connect with each other on the issues that were of most importance to them. And we've been doing that for such a long time now that we really have a great deal of credibility with that group of people who we started with by giving them something. So interestingly, we've counted on that community to support us over the years in many different ways.
For us, it begins really with finding out what those business goals and challenges are for each of our 72 different business units. And part of that is an exercise where each of those businesses goes through a stakeholder mapping exercise and an issues mapping exercise that becomes part of their operational plan for each of those businesses.
So what we've done as a company is we've built stakeholder management into our management systems, our enterprise management systems, which we call operational excellent management system. And so it's on par with things like enterprise risk management. It's on par with process safety. It's on par with compliance assuredness. And so it means that it's a process that now gets audited periodically for continuous improvement.
Where we're able to track all the social conversations that are occurring. So it just really brings it front and center about all the various stakeholders we have commenting about our company. And from that, we are able to produce a report daily that talks about the conversations that are occurring around our brand. And we're able to react much more quickly if we need to advocate for a particular change in the way we're handling something.
One of the things that's made me successful in getting the point across to our management and in fact our board is the close partnership that I've formed with our Chief Risk Officer. Mm-hmm. So again, you know, if you start to talk about the risk of not having the conversation to the people who really understand risk and can see ahead of it, and who the rest of the management team does and has to listen to, that's a great way to get folks' attention as well.
We partner with marketing, customer relations, communications, and our operations, and have all of those disciplines represented in the listening center. So we've greatly reduced our response rate. And we realize that if we can handle someone's problem over Twitter, so they don't get to sit on it and get madder and madder and madder, and end up escalating it to one of our call centers or even people still do this, write a letter, upset. Writing that letter is probably going to cost us $25 at least. And if we can handle it right there, it's going to reduce our cost, and it's going to reduce our complaints, and it's going to lead to a happier customer faster.
The best relationships, the ones that are meaningful, the ones that are lasting, are not built at the corporate center. They're actually built on the ground, and they're built across geographies.
I mean, that's fundamentally what we're doing, is we're reaching out and actually having conversations with NGOs, public policy makers, and the like, to try and gain a better understanding, shared understanding about what we're attempting to do, or at least find a pathway to deal with a specific challenge.
At USAA, we really believe that our success is based on our advocacy for our members. And we believe that so much so that we actually have that as one of our brand pillars. And if you read the paper, you'll see how that works for us. But we want people to advocate for us, but we've learned that the first thing we have to do is advocate for them.